Hi, this is Michael Hart of ElimCounselling Services, and today I'd like to speak about 6 red flags that are often mistaken for love. I have a lot of clients that I have counseled over the years who have had their hearts broken because they didn't pay attention to these 6 signs. So the first sign that it's a red flag is if you have just met someone and they're already ready to propose to you. You have just met them for a day or two and they're ready to propose and to get married, and they're sure that they want to spend the rest of their life with you. We have often heard about love at first sight, but let me say that this is often the exception. There are people who have had wonderful relationships that started out like that, but these are more the exception to the rule. If you have met someone and they're proposing to you within a few days of meeting you, pay attention, because you could be meeting someone who is very impulsive, and the same way that they will quickly turn to you, it's the same way that they will quickly turn against you and turn to someone else. So that's usually a red flag. The second red flag is that if you're with someone who bombards you with a lot of text, they call you and you don't answer your phone right away, and they send 30 more calls right after that, or 30 texts one after the other, and you might be find this attention to be a good thing in the beginning of the relationship, and you might feel, wow, this person is really in love with me, they want to talk to me, and they're so desirous, they're texting me at 3 a.m. in the morning multiple times, this must be true love. But this could be a sign of obsession and anxiety, because if they can't wait for you to return their call after 2 texts, then it's a sign that there might be something there that is causing them to send these multiple texts. Maybe this person had abandonment in their childhood, and the fact that you don't answer right away triggers this anxiety because they're feeling that you're about to abandon them. Third sign is that you should pay attention to is if this person say to you, my life would be over without you. This may seem like a very admirable thing to say, or might be a sure sign that they're very much in love with you because they can't do without you in their life. But this could also mean that a sign that this person might threaten to kill themselves later on if you were to break up with them. I have met so many people over the years who stay in bad relationships because every time that they're about to leave, the person say, I'm going to kill myself. Now, I think you will admit that that's not a sign of love. That's a sign of control and obsessiveness. So if a person gives you the impression that their entire life is about you, and that you're so central to their life that they can't see themselves existing without you, this is a red flag, because you as a single person will never be able to fulfill all of that person's needs. The fourth warning sign is if this person tried to isolate you from family members and friends. And this might be overt, where they say, why do you have to talk to your mom so often? Or why do you have to, talk to these friends every day? This could be a sign of control and manipulation, but it could also be more overt, like the person doesn't come out and say it, but every time that your mother calls you, this person goes into a sulk for days after that. And so eventually you get the message that you're not supposed to talk to your relatives, you're not supposed to talk to your friends, and this leads to isolation. This is not love. This is a dependence, where the person is so dependent that they want to have you all to themselves 24/7. And this is also a sign of insecurity and possessiveness, and you should pay attention to that sign, because this is not about how much they love you, this is about how insecure they are. And now this other sign is one that is often missed. But if this person bombards you with gifts right away from the beginning, he's sending you multiple gifts every week, and so you get flowers in the mail, you get a card with nice words, he puts a poem that he has written online because he's so much in love with you, be very careful, because it's most likely a sign that this person is becoming, his life is becoming too enmeshed with yours. Love always has a balance component to it. This person might be in love with you, but they also have to take care of their financial life. They also have to take care of work. They also have to think about their relationship with their children if they were in a previous relationship before or were married before. If this person becomes so involved with you that they have time to send you multiple gifts each week, or a gift every week, you might be enthralled by that and feel, wow, this person is really very much in love. But it could also be a sign that this person is impulsive and that they have the tendency to go overboard. And that same mechanism in their brain that caused them to be sending these multiple gifts weekly will also show in excesses in other areas of your relationship once you get into a relationship with them. The sixth sign that could be a sign that is often mistaken for love is that this person is able to travel halfway around the world for you, leaving children behind, or children from a previous relationship behind. And they might give you excuses like, I can't see my children anymore because of my ex-wife. But a person who is able to move away from their children and go hundreds of thousands of miles from their children because they're in love with you is showing you a sign that there may be a lack of commitment and that they don't have this instinct as a parent where they want to be involved in their children's life. So don't be surprised if you enter into a relationship like that and you find that several years down the road they're doing the same thing to you. They're moving away from you and your kids to be with some newfound love that they have halfway across the world. So pay attention to these 6 signs and it could save you from a lifetime of heartache. So there you have it, the 6 red flags that are often mistaken for love. If you like what you have heard, remember to like this video, subscribe, and tell others about this channel. May God bless you